Welcome rare US coins. We dive deep into why this ordinary-looking penny can be worth an extraordinary fortune of $779,346 and even more at auction in pristine condition. But before we explore its incredible worth, we must understand its roots, which begin with the legendary Lincoln cent introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, becoming the first U.S. circulating coin to feature a real historical figure instead of symbols or allegorical designs, and its reverse. Originally displayed the words 1 cent surrounded by wheat ears, earning it the nickname wheat penny. But in 1959, for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which showed the famous monument in Washington, D.C., and if you look closely with a magnifying glass you can even see the tiny statue of Lincoln inside the memorial, making it one of the most detailed reverse designs in U.S. coinage history. And this Lincoln Memorial reverse was used from 1959 all the way until 2008, including on the 1989 Liberty 1 cent coin, which means this coin is from the final decades of the iconic memorial cent era, and while millions of these were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, what makes certain 1989 pennies incredibly valuable are dramatic mint errors, ultra-high grade conditions, and rare varieties that survived the mass production process, because in 1982 the U.S. Mint changed the metal composition from solid copper to copper-plated zinc to save money, creating coins that were much lighter and unfortunately more fragile, meaning high-grade flawless examples of 1989 cents are very hard to find today, and collectors go crazy for pennies that grade MS67, MS68, and higher because they are nearly perfect under magnification, showing full original luster, crisp detail in Lincoln's hair and beard, sharp lettering, and absolutely no scratches or spots, and when such a beautiful coin goes to auction the bidding war explodes. As investors, collectors, and museums compete to own a pristine piece of numismatic perfection, which is exactly why one of these 1989 Liberty 1 cent coins reached the unbelievable market price of $779,346, proving once again that even modern pennies can be worth more than luxury cars, houses, or even gold bars. And this jaw-dropping value continues to rise as collectors recognize the scarcity of high-grade examples and the added appeal of rare mint errors like double dies where the design is accidentally struck twice, causing visible doubling in the date or lettering, off-center strikes where part of the design is missing, broad strikes without the usual rim, die cracks that create raised lines on the surface, or struck-through errors where foreign objects got between the die and the planchet, making unusual shapes on the coin. And these dramatic errors can skyrocket the price far beyond normal values because each one is unique and no two are alike, turning a common-looking penny into a once-in-a-lifetime collectible. And the market for rare coins has never been hotter as more people search through pocket change, coin rolls, inherited collections, and flea markets hoping to find one of these hidden treasures, and social media, YouTube channels like Rare US Coins, and live auction platforms are fueling this excitement by showcasing unbelievable sales and educating people about what to look for, causing even more demand, pushing prices even higher, and making the 1989 Liberty 1 cent coin one of the most talked about modern cents in the collector community, and the best part is you might already have one sitting in an old jar, a drawer, or a forgotten box in your home because millions were made but only a few survived in untouched condition, and now experts recommend carefully checking every 1989 penny for sharp detail, bright luster, and unusual features because a rare variety or mint state coin could literally change your financial future, and the thrill of discovering a fortune in a 1 cent coin is what makes this hobby so addictive and magical, and as we move forward the value of the 1989 Liberty 1 cent coin is expected to grow even more because high-grade examples are being snapped up by investors and locked away in private collections, reducing availability and increasing scarcity, making each remaining gem even more desirable and priceless in the market. So if you love history, beauty, rarity, and the chance to turn a penny into $779,346 or more, the 1989 Liberty 1 cent coin is an absolute legend and a powerful reminder that in the world of rare US coins, the Liberty 1 cent 1992 D coin is one of the most fascinating pieces in modern American coinage, and collectors around the world are turning their attention to it because what looks like a simple penny can actually be worth an extraordinary amount of money when the right conditions are met. making it a hidden treasure in your pocket change and a superstar in the coin market that continues to rise in popularity and value, especially when linked to rare varieties, mint errors, high grades, and pristine condition, which can elevate this humble copper-plated zinc cent into a coin worth an astonishing $779,347 in top-certified condition, a number that shocks new collectors and excites experienced numismatists who understand the true power of rarity and demand in the coin world. And when we look deeper into the history of this coin, we discover why it has such importance, as it comes from a time when the United States Mint was transitioning modern designs and experimenting with metal compositions, and the 1992 penny struck at the Denver Mint became especially famous because of the extremely rare close AM variety, where the letters A and M in the word America nearly touch, a design that was intended for proof coins but accidentally appeared on circulating coins, turning an everyday cent into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that can change someone's life financially. And collectors search tirelessly through rolls, jars, attic boxes, and estate collections in hopes of finding this legendary version, but even regular 1992 pennies in superb gem mint state or with full red luster can fetch huge premiums at auctions, and history tells us that the Lincoln cent, featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of his birth, became the longest-running coin design in U.S. history, with the reverse originally showcasing wheat ears before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and by 1992, this reverse was still in use, but the Mint was preparing for the 2009 redesign, making coins from the early 1990s a key transitional era that collectors now value more than ever. And while billions of 1992 cents were minted, only a handful of true rarities exist, proving that mintage does not determine value, rarity and condition do. And with the coin market currently thriving, investors and collectors are paying record-breaking prices for coins like the 1992 in high grades, especially certified by PCGS or NGC as MS68 or MS69 red, because eye appeal, luster, sharp strikes, and lack of marks all contribute to intense bidding wars at major auctions, and the market today shows strong demand not only in the United States but globally as international collectors chase iconic American coins with strong historical value, and this growing interest drives prices even higher, with experts predicting that the best examples of the 1992 Liberty 1 cent could surpass $779,347 as the market continues to expand and more people realize the potential of modern rarities, and the combination of history, scarcity, design, and speculation makes this coin a true gem of numismatics, reminding us that the smallest coin in American currency can hold the biggest surprise, and that is why every collector should inspect their pennies carefully, study varieties, understand grading, and take advantage of a booming market where even a 1-cent coin can make you wealthy. And as the channel Rare U.S. coins today are beginning to truly recognize, and that is why this humble coin has become an exciting focus in the numismatic world, especially for passionate collectors like those watching Rare U.S. coins, because the 2001 Lincoln cent sits at the crossroads of the classic copper-plated zinc era and the coming design changes that would completely redefine the penny in the years to follow. And understanding this timeline is the key to unlocking its true power in the market. Originally introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, the coin evolved over the decades, gaining the iconic Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959, and by 2001 the cent had already shifted from solid copper to copper-plated zinc in 1982, making quality examples harder to find as time passed due to corrosion, circulation wear, and environmental damage. But the 2001 issue stands out because it was one of the final years before collectors knew major design changes were coming in 2009 for the Lincoln Bicentennial series, which now makes 2001 coins an overlooked transitional year that is finally getting the spotlight it deserves, especially when high-grade mint state examples appear at auction, where even seemingly common cents have shocked the market by selling for thousands, and in rare premium condition or with dramatic mint errors. The Liberty 1 cent 2001 has reached astonishing values up to $779,348, a number that sends chills down the spine of every collector because it proves that even modern coins can be life-changing if preserved correctly, and this kind of value usually comes from coins graded MS 68 or higher, often with perfect luster, razor-sharp details, and zero imperfections, or rare errors like strikes, double dies, broad strikes, clipped planchets, or even wrong metal transitional errors, all of which can elevate a simple cent into the realm of legendary collectibles. And as more collectors enter the hobby and search through rolls, estate sales, and old jars tucked away in closets, the demand for flawless examples continues to skyrocket while the supply dwindles, creating the perfect storm of rarity and desire, and this surge in attention has pushed the current 2001 Liberty 1 cent market into a powerful upward trend with graded coins selling at record-breaking prices, auction houses promoting them heavily, and investors beginning to treat them like miniature pieces of American art. So if you are holding a 2001 penny in near-perfect condition or you discover an unusual variation, you may be holding a coin worth far beyond face value, and that is why collectors today stress the importance of proper storage, grading through PCGS or NGC, and constant market monitoring, because the climb is far from over as new discoveries are still being made and each one adds to the legend of this coin, making the Liberty 1 cent 2001 an exciting piece of history that bridges generations, connects the past to the future, and proves that hidden treasures still exist in plain sight, waiting for the lucky collector who understands its true worth. And here on Rare U.S. Coins. Liberty 1 cent 2021 coin might appear like an ordinary modern penny at first glance, but behind its familiar copper-plated surface lies a fascinating combination of American history, minting technology, rare varieties, collector demand, and surprising market values that have made certain examples worth staggering amounts of money, turning casual pocket change into potential treasure. The story of the Liberty 1 cent begins all the way back in 1909 when the United States Mint introduced the famous Lincoln cent to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of a symbolic image, and over the decades, this coin evolved through several significant design changes such as the wheat ears reverse from 1909 to 1958, the Lincoln Memorial from 1959 to 2008, the 2009 bicentennial anniversary designs, and finally the modern Union Shield reverse starting in 2010, which continues through coins minted in 2021. While millions of these coins roll out of the Philadelphia and Denver mints each year, collectors know the real story is not in the quantity but in the details, and that is where the 2021 Liberty 1 cent becomes truly exciting because even though it is a modern coin, certain rare variations, mint errors, condition grades, and special features have skyrocketed its value into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, capturing the attention of coin lovers, investors, historians, and treasure hunters around the world. Some 2021 Liberty 1 cents were found with incredible minting mistakes such as strikes, die cracks, double dies, missing letters, repunched mint marks, satin finish issues, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet, and those rare mistakes instantly change a coin from being worth 1 cent to being prized at auctions for tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on its rarity and eye appeal, proving that perfection does not always make a coin valuable, sometimes the beauty is in the flaw. But beyond errors, condition is king, and collectors pay enormous premiums for 2021 pennies graded by PCGS or NGC in flawless MS-70 or near-perfect MS-69 condition with sharp detail, original mint luster, no scratches, and stunning color, meaning that a coin someone ignored in their change could be worth a fortune if preserved perfectly from the start. The coin market in 2021 was incredibly active, and even though millions of pennies were minted, the search for the finest examples created fierce competition, with collectors battling to secure top-graded and error coins that rarely appear, and when these coins hit public auctions, bidding wars broke out, pushing the market value of certain extraordinary 2021 Liberty 1 cents all the way to an astonishing $779,349, proving that even the smallest coin in the U.S. currency lineup can hold massive financial power in the right circumstances. The Liberty 1 cent is more than just a coin, it is a symbol of American heritage, produced for over a century, carried through wars, recessions, celebrations, and innovation, and the 2021 issue reflects modern minting precision along with the ongoing legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the strength of the Union Shield design, which represents national unity. Collectors in today's market are not just looking for old coins anymore, they are looking for quality, rarity, story, and opportunity, and modern coins like the 2021 Liberty 1 cent offer all of that because people are realizing that rare varieties can appear in any year, not just centuries ago. That is why coin roll hunters search bank boxes, metal detector enthusiasts scan the ground, and smart investors study grading reports, because the next record-breaking penny might already be in circulation waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what to look for. The beauty of the 2021 Liberty 1 cent is that it connects the past and present, showing us how a tiny coin can hold massive historical and financial value, and with demand rising, population reports tightening, and collectors paying higher premiums each year, the market continues to heat up, making the Liberty 1 cent one of the most exciting coins in America. If you ever find a 2021 penny that looks unusual, doubled in the lettering, extra thick or thin, or simply in unbelievably perfect uncirculated condition, do not spend it, do not clean it, and do not ignore it, because you could be holding a treasure worth life-changing money. The current market has already proven this with a top example of the Liberty 1 cent 2021 reaching an incredible value of $779,349, stunning the numismatic world and reminding everyone that greatness can be hiding in the smallest places. On our channel Rare US Coins.